Alrighty, clearing. All right, I'm gonna do a divine masculine check-in and see how are the DMs experiencing these connections right now. What are they thinking about? What are they consciously aware of in these connections? What are they feeling guided to do? Thank you, Divine Creator, for using me as a channel of only the highest, most beneficial information coming through. What are the masculines feeling guided to do based on how they are experiencing these connections and all the usual check-in questions? Ooh, got wifey material and this higher love. What would the masculines say? This deck is going to be for what the masculines would say to their divine feminine, and we just saw the wifey card with higher love. So there is none other, no finer match for me, I just heard. But what would they say at each of these awareness points? What aspect of what we see here for the DMs do the divine feminines need to know about? What angle of interpretation is most beneficial for the feminines at this time? And some energetic context, energetic development, conscious expansion. Okay. Oh, I just saw my angel wings. Okay. Divine masculines, how are you thinking of these connections right now? Oh, Ace of Swords, truth. So this is like epiphanies. I'm going to clarify. What kind of epiphanies? What kind of epiphanies are popping off for the masculines? They're committing to show up as their authentic self. So what I just heard is that they are telling themselves this person doesn't garner insincerity from me. I can be myself with this person. This is the person that I can be impeccable with my speech. I can honor. I can be myself that honors me. But let's clarify, because I said I was going to. What is this Ace of Swords the masculines are understanding about this connection? Judgment. Okay. Judgment in the reverse is that they don't really have the answers. They don't really know, but it's like they're just showing up. There's a not running from this kind of energy. What are they feeling guided to do? Seek higher guidance, High Priest. This is like including that divinely guided instruction, asking for understanding, wanting to see. They're like sticking with it now instead of denying or rejecting or resisting. It seems as though they're dropping into asking for higher guidance. What would they say to the feminine about this? Yeah. This is another card of seek. Ask and it is given. Spiritual seeking. This is a card usually depicting somebody at an altar praying, leaving their burden behind and seeking the face of the divine, listening to these downloads, wanting to know the answers. Masculines are done running from what is this. They now want to get to know it, get to know their feminine. What do the feminines need to know about this? Oh, a card of grieving. So pay attention where you're still in the glass half empty about your prospects in love, about your worthiness. Because whoever you're watching this for seems to want to, I heard repair, want to make sense of this connection, wants to face your side of it. But also it's not about the individuals here. It's about something bigger going on. A big picture thinking, a what is this all for kind of thing. So feminines, your back is turned to this going on for your masculine. So you They might not be saying this. They might not be giving you any indication that they are having this seeking higher guidance, coming to God sort of energy, but they are. So just keep processing the fallacies that say love is lost, there wasn't love here at all, I was foolish, I didn't get it right. That's never just the end of the story. These Five of Cups cards always highlight the love that is there, the love that has been there all along, the love that can never be lost. So if you're in this kind of, I wish I never met them, it hasn't been worth it, it's been more trouble than it's been worth, you're not seeing the love, aka the growth that you've undergone, that they've undergone, but mostly first person you. When we're grieving somebody, think about when a loved one passes. If we have regrets, if we have unfinished business, it's extra hard to grieve because we don't have that person there to make sense of, or to make amends, or to exchange those heartfelt sentiments that we never got to. And so feminines, the remedy for that is to understand your reasons for having manifested these connections, to understand the growth that's happened in you, to be in gratitude for all that has happened. To everything that has happened, I say thank you. To everything that will happen, I say yes. So feminines, this is about being in your own wholeness, and this indicates you're going to hear from your masculine what it's been like for them. The Ace of Swords can be communication. The Judgment in the inverse can be that they're waiting for the right time to initiate a second chance. They're seeking higher guidance on the prognosis. What is the energetic card? Neutrality, diplomacy, negotiation, philosophy. So there is going to be a roundtable discussion about the growth that has happened, about the way that you've affected each other's lives. Get a jump on that, feminines, and really look at the value added, what you have to be grateful for, the growth. Don't put a caveat that it is disappointing you because it hasn't resulted in XYZ yet. Really just be grateful for what has transpired. Specifically how you've been changed for the better here. Make a list of all the ways you've been changed for the better. What are the masculines thinking of their divine counterpart? The Death card in the inverse. So the Death card in the upright can be a card of necessary endings. In the inverse, they don't think that it is right that this connection is done. That's a very clear, that's the only message coming through for this card right now when it's talking about their counterpart, you. They feel it's an injustice if this connection would be out of their lives for good. They are flat out saying that wouldn't be right. What are they feeling guided to do about that? They don't know yet. The moon. This is the full moon in Virgo today. So I'm going to clarify that as well. What is this moon in Virgo offering? The Death card in the inverse. So they like I said what I said. They flat out do not feel that it is legitimate that this connection end. And confirmation, if you wondered if it's talking about you, yeah, Queen of Wands. They don't want you out of their life. They just literally, that's just full stop. They don't want you out of their life. This full moon in Virgo is adamantly reminding the masculines they don't want you out of their life. What would they say to you about this? The sun. Ain't no sunshine when they're gone. They don't want you out of their life. What do the feminines need to know about this? Watch and see. Watch and wait. See what's going to happen. Don't be in waiting energy, but just you wait for it. It's going to show. Regardless if you come into a romantic relationship with your twin flame or this person, you will have an opportunity to understand that it's not a rejection of you. Doesn't mean they're going to choose you, doesn't mean that you're going to be in relationship, doesn't mean you're going to choose them. But you will, beyond a shadow of a doubt, at this level of consciousness, understand it is not a rejection of you. You cannot reject you. You can't. It's either not compatible or it's you. It's either you're not going to choose it, or you both do, viewer. So just watch for the information to come to light from this person that is understanding beyond a shadow of a doubt. Beyond a shadow of a doubt. Full moon or broad daylight, beyond a shadow of a doubt, they don't want you out of their life. What is the energetic card? Crystal capacitor, storage, time, release, focus, force. Okay, there's a lot of truth that's going to come to the surface because of this fact. They don't want you gone from their life. And only truths that could come to light after both people in the dynamic are sure they don't want each other out of their lives mutually. That's when a lot of the things that are reserved for the ride or die, like the lifer connections, can come to light. So feminines, you are going to get a side of your masculine or this masculine that nobody else gets, that they don't show to many people. That if they've shown this aspect of themselves or these parts of themselves to others in the past and been hurt, they've grown from those experiences, and now you get an even more mature understanding of who they've become from them. They're meeting you on an ascended level now, an enlightened level, a full circle level. So that can be in your connection. That can be with the karmas and the dramas or the loops that have played out with the two of you. But it can also be that your masculine has held back, and now there is zero reason that they need to hold back from you about anything. And certain things will come to light. Certain healing things that they've healed with because of your safety and your connection. I feel like they're going to honor you, feminines, with you being different than karmic situations in the past. So there has been recent themes that the masculines were letting go of karmic partners. And I'm getting in this energy that they inappropriately or inadvertently projected onto you, divine feminines, that you were more of a threat than those karmic partners were, or that you would be like them because you reminded them of a karmic partner in the past, or something about you or how attracted they were to you was risky because they were guarding their heart. And they have seen with full conscious recognition that you do not warrant them being in jaded energy. What can we see for the heart space for the masculines? The lovers. This is two women on this card, so take gender how it resonates for your scenario. But these DMs have integrated their feminine. As within, so without. They are able to include their intuition, their receptivity, their yin aspect because of this connection. I've heard it said that the most masculine on the exterior are the most feminine within, and the most masculine internally are the most feminine externally. And that has to do with including that other polarity, so we're not looking for it outside of ourselves. So we can be that aspect of us unapologetically, wholeheartedly, that we can't bring to the forefront if we are lacking within. And so the masculines are integrating, because of this connection, they've integrated that safety, that nurture, the self-soothing, the comfort, the home, the gentleness, the forgiveness I just heard. What are they feeling guided to do next because of this? Not walk away, not run. They might be on the periphery or at a distance or a little bit aloof right now, but they're not gone. They're walking away from the emotionality of misconception I just heard. Yeah, the Five of Cups. Being drawn to the 5 cups standing here, that you're also processing divine feminine. So it is like a review right now, but it's meant to be a gratitude experience, not a remorse and grieving. We do need to let go of the old, but so we can remember the things to be grateful for here that are cause for celebration and forward movement. What would the masculines say to the feminines about this? Mother of Swords, they see that you are who you say you are, feminines. There is something so trustworthy. It's like you stand on your truth and they see you this way because you have not changed who you are. Regardless of how the masculines have shown up or not, you have not had an ulterior motive. They have found you to be blameless. In all the world, they have never met somebody like you that stands by what you say and follows through and has this strength of character. And this is a card of all seeing and perceiving. And so they have tested this consciously, unconsciously. They have deliberately searched for red flags. They have scrutinized. This owls are nocturnal. They see in the dark. They spin their head almost all the way around. Like they have looked at this connection up and down and around and around and around and around. And they see it as truth. And I just heard, and nobody can tell them otherwise. Not even their own skeptic, their own inner skeptic. Obviously, they're going to keep grounded, and if anything were to ever change, they'd cross that bridge when it happens. But right now, pretend this truth has like pinned their inner skeptic down for the count. What can the feminines see about this? Okay, emperors are letting go of the control issues because they've received their answer. There is a very Virgo full moon energy to this. That's just matter of fact and aha. No more control issues. It doesn't need to have that flavor anymore. What is the energetic card? Whimsy, fantasy, and wonder. Ooh, we can get to the good part. We can get to the fun part. Because all of that audition energy is done. What can we see on the heart space? Queen of Cups. They seriously see you as this unconditionally loving, psychic, intuitive, divine feminine energy that knows, that is worthy, that is qualified to do. I'm seeing when two people, get married, they link cups, and I can't do it with myself, but you drink out of the other cup or whatever, however that goes. They're seeing you as having your cup full on your own, and now you have enough to genuinely share without depleting yourself. And they're wanting to match you in that energy. What are they feeling guided to do next? To see what happens. It's like they've sent these prayers on Most High. They've asked for understanding. They're awaiting instruction on how to make a move, I just heard. What would they say to the feminines about this? Ooh, I just heard, I am your humble servant. Your wish is my command. I'm hearing the Princess Bride, as you wish. And so, yeah, they're willing to do what it takes. They're willing to put one foot in front of the other. It's my humble honor, I just heard. There's a little bit of a remorse. The ears are pointed back to the past. So there are things that will need to be heard and said that they're sorry. Look at the expression. They're a little bit sorry. They know that they have not been as mature as they are now or are growing into. And these times in the past where there was arrogance and pride, they're ready to go forward and do better. Oh, what a message. What do the feminines need to know about that? That's so beautiful on the heart space. Yeah, the end of burden is in sight. It's been a heavy load. It's been a lot. But the karmic lessons, the wands here are all these karmic lessons. And putting down the ways of the past to have an untethered, brand new, inspired, purpose-led